Welcome back to Duality 7X. I'm your host Shiraz, and this is where fight sports meets drama. We cover all the latest and biggest news from the world of MMA, UFC, the WWE, and boxing. And we break it down all right here. Now, before we dive in, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more fight talk and content. So let's jump right in. Guys, what happened to Syko Stu at the KnokX Pro Wrestling event in LA? What happened to him was beyond shocking. We've covered it extensively. I have a couple videos out there. A match that was supposed to be scripted turned into a real life assault, borderline, like it was bad news all around, guys. It was actually a nightmare for Syko Stu, and I'm sure it's a nightmare for Raja Jackson. All right, son of UFC legend Rampage Jackson. And look, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you cut it up, dice it, slice it, it's not good. I mean, this wasn't a normal wrestling spot. There's just too many kind of like, I mean, it just didn't seem organized. It just seemed like, people just kind of thought of how they wanted the spot to kind of premiere, and it just didn't play out that way. I mean, honestly, it was really it was downright stupid. Reports confirm that Raja, and it's not even just the reporting, guys. If you guys watch the video, you guys will see that Raja just pretty much picked up Stu and slammed him and then repeatedly punched him in the head while Stu was unconscious. He was motionless, laying there on the mat. The event was actually streaming live on Kick, so fans saw the entire terrifying moment. Unfortunately for Stu, he suffered serious injuries, trauma to his upper and lower jaws. He had a fractured, essentially he had a fractured jaw, lacerated lip, and several teeth were knocked out as well too. And he remained unconscious as he viciously took those shots to the head. He arrived at the hospital, spent a week in recovery before being released. The good news is he was released and released from the hospital. And, so the road to recovery for Stu is going to be quite long. But the good thing is he's in good spirits and he's with his family despite everything that he's been through. All right, so that's a good thing. And all that is confirmed through his wife, Contessa Patterson, as she shared a statement saying that he has a long road of recovery ahead, but remains in good spirits despite everything. We're deeply grateful for the support, monetary, gifts, food, prayers. It means more than words can express. Quinton Rampage Jackson himself publicly condemned his son's actions, calling it work that went wrong and emphasizing he does not condone or support Raja's behavior in any way. And I believe that. And it's not easy, obviously. Quinton Rampage Jackson has been on a campaign to make right from wrong for all the things that his son did in the ring that day on the 23rd of August. And it hasn't been easy for him either, because I mean, Quinton, first of all, does not condone the behavior of his son in any way. He's going out there and he's trying to talk to streamers. He's trying to talk to various people. He even tried to reach out to Syko Stu as well too, to send his apologies on behalf of his son, and tried to initiate a discussion with him as well too. So fans have since called for legal action against Raja Jackson. And a lot of people have been taken to social media, Instagram, TikTok, X, basically, voicing their displeasure about the events that went down that day. And to be quite frank, LAPD is still investigating the matter. They've opened an investigation. Charges are expected Douglas Mallow, who is a fellow wrestler who helped stop the attack, said that the state has enough evidence to technically move forward. Now, the ramifications, as we talked about, has gone far and above and beyond. Now, the ramifications go far beyond Stu. KnokX Pro Wrestling Academy, owned by WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi and Reno Black Pearl Anoa'i, has been hit hard. WWE apparently cut ties with the promotion, and students are reportedly leaving in droves. Now, safety and supervision in independent wrestling are now under the microscope. So there's a lot of indie wrestling organizations, and not just wrestling, but even boxing, even mixed martial arts. A lot of these smaller organizations are all starting to take notice as to the events that unfolded, and so that to help mitigate potentially from things happening in their organizations. Right now, this could be. This might also set a legal precedent in ring assaults. So if Raja is charged and convicted, it could shake the industry and force promotions to implement stricter protocols and safety guidelines, and supervision at the end of the day, right? So what happened was very unfortunate, and it could have ended okay, he took a shot or two and ended it there. For him to continue to punch Stu in the head while he remained there motionless, unconscious, it became illegal right away. He was clearly knocked out, and he just keeps hitting him. He didn't stop. And now, unfortunately for Raja, he may very well become the poster boy of all these new initiatives and protocols that are going to be enforced by all these various, or all the regulatory bodies, governing bodies that oversee all these smaller outfits and organizations like KnokX Wrestling, and a lot of these other indie organizations out there in various mixed martial arts, boxing, wrestling, all because of what he did. And it was terrible. I mean, it's terrible. I mean, Stu is a tough guy. He came out of there, but he's not 100% the same. I mean, he's at home now, which is good. He's supported by his family, his friends, his peers, the wrestling community. There's a GoFundMe account. Promotion that was initiated. You have a lot of celebrities like Mr. Beast, Chris Jericho, a whole bunch of other celebrities who have chimed in and started, put up their own money to help Stu with his medical costs and bills that continue to grow. But I mean, overall, this incident is going to raise serious questions about these independent wrestling organizations and promotions, and the roles of veterans like Stu, and potentially putting people like him at risk. I mean, honestly, I'm just shocked. I mean, wrestling is supposed to be entertainment. It's supposed to be a safe space for performers to showcase their skills and talents, and there's a lot of theatrics that go into wrestling. Now, things happen. Things that are, not part of the script. When it goes off the cuff, it happens. People land wrong on the mat. People land on the concrete. People slip and fall and hurt themselves. People get punched and kicked, accidentally by other wrestlers. I mean, all kinds of injuries have happened. I mean, I don't need to go into details, but people have also lost their lives in the ring. But overall, it's supposed to be a scripted environment for the most part, right? And people push themselves. A lot of wrestlers push themselves to the limits to try to showcase what they have, and they put their body at risk, making themselves more susceptible to long time injuries potentially that could happen. And those things, unfortunately, are going to be there. It's a part of the show. It's a part of the game. But at the same time, That's what that individual has signed up for, knowing that there's ramifications and there's potential injuries, for them putting their bodies out there to earn a living in the world of sports entertainment, especially when it comes to wrestling. It is what it is, guys. So, I mean, this goes beyond a botch spot. It's assault, plain and simple. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this leads to like industry-wide reforms, which we've alluded to. Rampage is very, very disappointed with the Sun. Absolutely disappointed, and the way he handled it. He also indicated that Stu was potentially drunk, and if he didn't hit his son over the head with a real beer can, while he was live streaming on his own event, then none of this would have happened. If Raja would have done the smart thing and just stepped away when he got hit with the beer can, they could have potentially even sued Stu and the wrestling outfit, the organization, for the botch spot that happened against Raja. But instead, he took matters in his own hands, which he should never do, and he lost full control, and he just snapped. He snapped. And here we are. Now, Stu's resilience is inspiring. I mean, he's a U.S. Army veteran, using wrestling to manage his PTSD. And despite everything, he's in good spirits, guys, right? And so a lot of communities, more and more communities are continuing to rally behind him. Now, that's kind of where we're at right now. I mean, it's bad for Stu. It's bad for Rampage and his son. It's bad for everybody. It's bad for KnokX Wrestling. It's bad for Reno Black Pearl. It's bad for Rikishi. It's bad for everybody. Nobody wants to see these kind of events unfold like the way they did. It was downright assault. Unfortunately, we have to call it like it is. And there'll be more news to come on this. So stay tuned, and as more information becomes available, I'll do my best to keep you guys up to date. So you guys have my take. I talked about what I wanted to talk about. I got it off my chest. Now, what do you guys think about this incident? Some of you guys are chiming in. Thank you for your guys' comments. Should independent wrestling promotions like KnokX Wrestling be held to higher safety standards? I mean, drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash the like button, guys, and hit subscribe to stay locked in with all the fight talk. This is Duality 7X, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.